Now, here are your hosts, Matt Baker, Nick Kowalski, and Bob the Moj Marjanovic.
Welcome to BC Lions on Tap on AM 730 and the Lions Audio Network. It's the Moj, Bob Marjanovic, along with Nick Kowalski, Matt Baker on assignment this evening. We are coming to you from Parq Casino in downtown Vancouver, and we are at the BC Kitchen, Nick Kowalski. And man, what a setup we have here.
Yeah, what a massive bar here.
Wow.
Good food. We're enjoying ourselves.
Big thank you to Sean for taking care of us. And the food is spectacular. And the crazy thing is, we just went for a walk. I don't know if you saw this, Nick, but
No.
You can literally walk out of this casino and right into the stadium. It's like 20 yards away, if that. It's like 2 first downs.
That's what we were saying. Yeah, it's a perfect game day convenience if you want to have a drink before.
You know, talking to Sean, he says they get tons of people that come in here. And it's a great setup because not only can you come in here and, have a couple of libations before, they got all these TV screens. You can watch whatever's going on elsewhere in the sports world. Food, drink, walk across the street, you're in the stadium. And the parking, basically it's free. You spend a little money here, like whatever, 15, 20 bucks, boom, you got free parking. Right? It's a great deal. So check it out if you get an opportunity. Parq Casino, and of course the BC Kitchen is where we are at tonight. And we have a special guest joining us tonight. He is the outstanding receiver of the BC Lions, Mr. Lucky Whitehead. He swings by after the Leos knock off the Montreal Alouettes at BC Place Stadium this past Sunday. Lucky, welcome.
Thanks for having me. How y'all doing?
Nice to have you on board.
Yes, sir. It's glad to be here.
So, bye week, and you're kind of hanging around town, not going anywhere?
Yeah, not this time. I'm going to stick around, get my body right, and hang out with the dogs.
Yeah, speaking of dogs, you brought the dogs to the game the other day. I fell in love with Blitz.
Yeah.
And for people that know, Blitz is 6-year-old?
American Bully, XL. Yeah.
He is just a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
I was just reminded me of our dog that we just had put down a little while ago, and I was like, oh man, he's like king, right? Yeah. He had a great disposition to him, but big love of dogs. What do you got, 4 of them?
I'm going to have 4 here.
Yeah.
And then I got 3 back home.
So you have 7 dogs in total?
7, yep. And counting.
Man. all I know is Bully's food bill's probably going to be the bigger out of everything.
Yeah, it's wild. And then I got the new puppy up here, and I'm trying to learn out new dog food, try and do dog food. And I came up with Farmina, and I got a small bag that cost me $55. So yeah.
Don't you love dogs?
Well, yeah, she's not eating Farmina anymore. So
where's the love of dogs come from?
I grew up with them.
Yeah,
I grew up with dogs. My mom had dogs when I was younger. She bred dogs when I was younger, so I was just always around them. And then, as I got older, I got Blitz when I was living out in Texas, and wasn't planning on for a dog. God kind of just, hey, you want a dog? I'm like, no. And then he sent me another picture 3 weeks later. I'm like, yeah, let me get him.
So the crazy thing is, I was never into dogs. I never had a dog growing up, and the lovely lady that I'm seeing now has 2 dogs, and I just kind of started getting into dogs the last couple of years, right? Yeah. And it's awesome. Yeah. And they're just awesome companions. And the crazy thing is, my mom passed away in 2012. Maybe about 2008, 2007, a few years before she passed away. I said, so Mom, I said, how come I never had a dog growing up? I asked her. She grew up in the former Yugoslavia. She said she had a dog. She was about 8 years old at the time. And a German soldier came by. The Germans had invaded the country. The Nazis had invaded Yugoslavia.
Okay.
And her dog was barking at the soldier. I'm not going to tell you what happened. You can figure it out. And then my mom said after that she never had a dog. She was just right in front of her. And she could never have a dog again. And and I never knew this until my mom was 73, 65 years after the fact when it happened. Because I said, how come I never had a dog? And she explained it to me. It's really sad. But now, getting to hang out and be around dogs, they're so much fun. Especially they all got different personalities.
Absolutely.
Imagine you with 7 dogs, they all got different personalities.
All different, and it's super fun, super hilarious. Yeah.
So, enough of the dog show, Nick Kowalski.
We're talking dogs for 30 minutes here?
Hey, you know what? We talk enough football. 35-19 over the Montreal Alouettes. Just your thoughts on the game.
It was obviously a great win. Great team win. Definitely a bounce back. We needed that, especially coming into this it's bye week. It was nice to see Vern shake back and go 80%. But it was obviously great for myself just to be out there. Right, I enjoy being out there in that huddle. With the boys, we just talking trash and laughing and having fun. So that was all. It was all fun to just, like I said, be out there and running around.
I'm guessing throughout that last week you saw that with Vernon's demeanor, that he was ready to take on this pressure and move past this. Because even last week in Toronto, from the access that we had, we never really saw Vernon. I didn't see him being angry on the sidelines or even in the room. He was not angry. He felt more like he let his brothers down in that loss. And I imagine all week he was telling you guys, like, I'm bouncing back for you guys, right?
For sure. Coach McSimic, we already went through like the whole review and kind of just put it behind us, right? And obviously right before, I think day 4 or day 3, Vernon was like obviously that was unacceptable by me. Like, I got y'all, and we sitting around, as far as us as the receivers, let them know we got him, right? So big thing on the sideline, we want to keep him loose and keep him in it, right? So we try to joke with him, just have fun, smile out there. And obviously he showed that, and I'm glad he was able to bounce back and show everybody.
Yeah, one of the big takeaways from Sunday too is Sean Shivers, his debut in the CFL. And you talk about how tight this locker room is, and he's brand new to it. He was 13 days into BC when the game was played on Sunday. Like, how has he fit in the locker room, and how did you see his performance go down?
Yeah, he was great. Obviously progressed very fast when he got into the offense, and seeing how explosive he was. And he's a great football player and with a great personality. He was fun. He was laughing out there the entire game, right? And it's always fun to see new players come up here, and embrace the game. And that's what he came here and did.
All right, how much fun did you have watching the film when he fumbles the ball on the 1-yard line? Because there had to be a couple of things that happened at that point.
Yeah, and it's wild because I had an amazing block on the sideline. If you go back and look, I push my guy. I kind of take a peek, and I see him hitting it down the sideline, and it looked like it was just him, right? There was nobody else on the field. So I'm like, okay, I can't let my guy get him. All right, so I worked a little harder, got my block, right? And I just seen him, and as he flew past me, I just turned to the sideline and started flexing to the boys, like, y'all see this block I just did? Yeah, and then, he kind of just let up. I went up to him a few plays later, and I just looked at him. He just started laughing. I was like, man, go ahead. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, you know he's going to get it. Especially like in film. Like, it's like there's certain things that just, kind of, you lose your man card over. Maybe fumbling on the one might be one. If you get tackled by a punter or a kicker, right? Like, that's not a good look during film session, right? If you get pancaked, whatever, but... so I imagine he must have got the gears there. Hey, you were talking about, we're talking about the receivers. First time this year that all 5, the starting group, were together. How much fun was getting everybody in the lineup? You included Hatch, everyone.
Yeah, it's super fun. Them boys are special to watch, right? Special to be around. And I actually said something in the huddle that week during practice. It's the first time the boys been in the huddle together since training camp. All right, and it was like,
not even that, because Hatch missed a lot of time.
He got 1 day.
Yeah, he got 1 day in during training camp, right? So,
and we were all super excited, and every time we're out there, they're just like, oh, we call the chicken box. That's the end zone, right? So you got to get in the chicken box, and I haven't got in yet. So when Katoy got in, it was like everyone got around me just to say, hey, Vernon, Katoy got in the chicken box. Like, it's like, right, just trying to throw it in my face because I had caught a pass and I fell on the 1-yard line. All right, so then I'm talking to VA like, hey, I need the ball. Wherever you throw it at, I need it because I need to get in this chicken box too.
Where do you get the name chicken box?
Rhymes came up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a big chicken box guy. And every time he plays, he always says, yeah, well, we know I'm going to get in the chicken box. Clearly, he has been doing that.
Hey, the one thing that the receiving group, and the team in general, you always see this brotherhood, like everyone kind of pulling for one another. It's not about egos; it's about the team. And I know the receivers are like all the other position groups where they're a tight group. How cool was it seeing Couture get a touchdown? And all serious and kidding aside, because of the fact that here's a guy that, when you talk about the receivers on the team, it's you, it's Hatcher, it's Rhymes, right? Hollins is leading the league in receptions, or he was heading into last weekend. Javon doesn't get that notoriety, but man, you talk about a guy like yards after catch.
Walking first down.
Like the dude, like he battles. Like every time he catches that football, he gives it everything he has. And to see him get 6, I thought it was pretty cool.
Absolutely, very deserving. You don't realize how really big and strong he is until you're right there, right? And you can tell when he gets those dump downs, no one wants to run downhill and try to hit him, right? No one's coming to try to, because he wants the contact, and he has a sneaky speed to him as well, right? But he does the dirty work, but he also obviously has great hands. And it was super, super exciting to see because, like I said, he does all that dirty work.
And when you talk about the dirty work, a lot of blocking, certain formations, he's the tight end. But Farhad made a great point. Sometimes he'll come across motion. He'll block within the box even.
Absolutely.
Right? So it kind of tells you how much trust Jordan McSimic and the offensive staff have in him when they're asking him to block within the box, never mind on the edge.
Right, yeah. But like I said, he's super strong, right, and a big dude. So just us having that as another weapon, right? And us, we hang out outside of work. We hang out outside of football. Yeah. And so we kind of know who's out there on the field, right? We know each other personally, right? So it's super fun just to be out there and just celebrate each other's victories.
He's so big that were you trying to jump over him in the end zone there, or what was that?
Well, I was talking trash, I believe, and I didn't know that he was celebrating. And I was missing the celebration. Yeah. So I had to just run over there and just get in this camera because I seen him getting right for the camera. So I'm just trying to jump off his shoulders.
It's the Moj, Bob Marjanovic, along with Nick Kowalski. We are coming you tonight. Of course, our special guest, Lucky Whitehead. We are coming you tonight from the Parq Casino. We're at the BC Kitchen, to be exact. Great location here. Talked about it a little bit at the start. We'll talk about it at the end. We'll continue talking some football with Lucky. All of that and more coming up right here. This is BC Lions on Tap on AM 730 in the Lions Audio Network.
Now, back to Lions on Tap. Here again is Bob Marjanovic.
BC Lions on Tap coming to you tonight from the Parq Casino, BC Kitchen to be exact. And a big thank you to Sean and the folks here at the Parq Casino for looking after us. It's the Moj, Bob Marjanovic, along with Nick Kowalski. From the Lions Audio Network, Matt Baker is on assignment tonight. And our special guest is Lions receiver Lucky Whitehead. His team coming off a 35-19 victory over the Montreal Alouettes. Hey, Lucky, I wanted to backtrack a little bit. You were talking about the receivers during the game keeping Vernon loose and trying to have some fun with them and jokes. Who's the king of the one-liners of all the receivers?
Alex.
Hollins?
Alex Hollins, yeah. It's hilarious.
You know his nickname is? It's Batman. You know that?
No.
You didn't hear the story? So Julio and I, we come up to him, say, Alex, kind of introduce himself. So, you want to be called Alex or Alexander? And Julio said, well, he goes, what would your mother call you? He goes, my mom called me Batman. I go, what? So we start laughing. He tells us a story. He says, when he was a kid, he was just nuts about Batman. Right? So he was going crazy all the time, Batman. So his mom called him Batman. So that's his nickname, it's Batman. And I guess he said he had it till he was about 13 or 14. I guess eventually kind of dropped. But we're kind of reinitiating it right now.
Yeah.
Right? So the one game, the last, there was the game against Edmonton where he had a touchtown, I think. Was it Edmonton?
Winnipeg.
Was that Winnipeg? You dropped it.
Oh, no, it was in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, you dropped
that's
it.
Right. So I told Julio right before he scored, I go, I think it's time for the bat signal. And Julio's went right over his head. And I go, the bat signal. I go, you don't listen to me. I go, the bat signal, Hollins. I go, that's who you should be throwing to right now. He's got the hot hand. Julio goes, hey, you throw to whoever's open. Right? Well, luckily, Alex had the touchdown, whatever, the next play, and made me look like a genius. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, but his nickname's Batman, so there you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm going to tell the boys about it.
All right, so there you go. Okay, let's get a little bit more dirt on the receivers. Best basketball player in the receiving group.
Keon's going to say it himself, so I'll go with Hatch.
Okay. Best video game player if you're playing Madden or whatever, Call of Duty, I don't know.
I'm going to say me then. Yeah, I play video games. I get it in. I don't play no Madden. I don't play no football games.
No?
I'm a Grand Theft Auto guy, Fortnite.
Okay. So
No Call of Duty,
you're
yeah.
the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Most likely to be late for a bus or a team meeting?
Patch.
We documented that.
Yeah.
Did you?
In Tacoma.
No. You guys did that?
Yeah.
What other stuff did you get out of Tacoma that we can share with the listeners?
I don't think we've ever talked about this on the air, but we went out off camera. Me, myself, Liam Thompson, and the receivers. We went to a comedy club for lunch. Yeah, that was a fun time too. The waitress was into you guys. It was a fun time without disclosing much. But
most likely to pick up a tab.
Pick it up, me.
Least likely to pick up a tab.
Dom.
You know what I love about answers
Dom.
like that? The thing I like about those answers is just like, boom, there's no hesitation.
Yeah.
Like when you know there's no hesitation, you know the guy's busted.
I got a good one about the Tacoma trip. Worst golfer. I think there's two options right?
Yeah. Dom was terrible.
Dom was all talk.
Well, and Keon was terrible. And Marcus Sales was horrific. Like
That bad?
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know the one thing, like, I golfed, we had Brian come out with some sponsors last year, Burnham.
Yeah.
And Burnham wasn't bad, like, for a guy who really doesn't play that much.
Yeah.
The thing is, you got to realize, once they kind of learn the swing and the athleticism kind of kicks in,
Yeah.
they can be pretty scary.
Yeah, no, I went with Burnham as well one time. So.
All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to do trivia and wrap it up. All right,
Sounds good.
You ready for trivia, Kowalski?
It's a modern day question.
His trivia, you got to help me tonight, because usually Baker helps me.
Yeah.
But he's not here tonight, so you got to pinch hit. More coming up. This is Lions on Tap. We're coming to you from the Parq Casino. We're actually at the BC Kitchen at Parq Casino. If you're in the neighborhood, pop on by. Great venue. More with Lucky Whitehead. We've got a little more trivia coming up as well. All that and more. This is BC Lions on Tap on AM 730 and the Lions Audio Network.
Now, back to Lions on Tap. Here again is Bob Marjanovic.
It's the Moj, Bob Marjanovic, along with Nick Kowalski from the Lions Audio Network. Matt Baker on assignment tonight. We are coming to you from the BC Kitchen at Parq Casino here in downtown Vancouver. And our special guest is Lions wide receiver Lucky Whitehead. Talking a lot of football, talking just other stuff too. I mean, we talk football all the time. We've learned a lot about, things tonight. We learned that Lucky has 7 dogs. We learned that Dom Rhymes won't pick up a tab. We learned that Keon Hatcher's probably the best basketball player on the receivers. So, we're learning stuff.
Lucky's a GTA guy, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I love GTA.
So you ready for a little trivia?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, Nick, you're going to really kind of get us, because there's no Baker tonight. You know that, right? So,
well, this one might be easy because you guys, it's quarterback based, so you guys might just be able to start listing quarterbacks. But I want to give you guys a bit of a strike rule. So if you get 3 strikes, let's call it, or we'll say you lose, but you can keep going if you want.
All right.
But let's give Matthew Betts some love. I mean, 9 sacks in 5 games. So let's quiz you guys about Matthew Betts, and his best buddy David Menard is going to come along for this one too. So Matthew Betts and David Menard. Name the 12 quarterbacks that they have sacked multiple times in their CFL careers.
Multiple times?
Yeah, more than once.
Well, let's just go with the last game. Cody Fajardo.
Cody Fajardo has been sacked a combined 9 times by these players. So that's the correct answer.
Caleros.
Yeah, Betts got the hat trick on Caleros. That's 2.
Let's go with...
Last year there was a bunch.
Yeah, last year there's a whole bunch. Let's go with Trevor Harris.
Trevor Harris is on there. Where is he? Right here. Menard's got him twice.
Okay. Let's go with...
Vernon Adams.
Incorrect.
Well, that's a strike. Lucky, you just killed us.
You can't just throw random quarterbacks.
No,
you got to think.
Let's throw... Menard played back east, so I'm going to go Dane Evans.
That is the correct answer.
See, there you go.
Each of Betts and Menard have gone once.
All right. Somebody out of Calgary. So Bo Levi Mitchell.
And
Bo
don't get sacked in Calgary. They got that O-line.
Well, how about this? How about Taylor Cornelius?
That is correct. Betts has got him. Betts has got Cornelius 3 times.
Okay.
Where is he? Right here.
Let's go. Man, do I go? I don't want to go with Jake Mayer. I really don't.
Yeah, maybe steer away from Calgary.
Yeah, I'd probably
stay.
No Calgary. So then kind of swing back to...
A couple Eastern guys.
I was just about to say swing back to maybe Toronto or Ottawa. Jeremiah Mazzoli.
That's incorrect.
Really?
I'm sorry, that's strike 3. We'll keep going. There's a couple active guys. They're on the right track for East. Think of one. There's one this year, actually.
Chad Kelly.
That's got him twice. Menard got him last year, too, actually, at the end of that 44-3 game. We got a couple Ottawa quarterbacks. Arbuckle's correct. Menard got him twice here last year.
Caleb Evans.
That is correct. Menard's got Caleb Evans 3 times.
Wow.
Then we got the rest of these guys are now not in the CFL. So we got a couple guys out east. One guy known for playing in the Prairies. Actually, 2 known for playing in the Prairies.
Ryan Didwitty on the list?
That's incorrect. That's going way back.
I mean, not Ryan Didwitty. Man, oh man, pardon me. McLeod Bethel Thompson. That's what I was thinking.
That is correct. Menard's got it twice.
McLeod Bethel Thompson. I say Ryan Didwitty. I was thinking Toronto.
This could be a giveaway, but one guy plays for the BC Lions right now.
Dom Davis.
Dom Davis.
Menard got him twice. Yeah, when he was on
All right, give me some initials.
Let's give it away. DD. DD.
Dave Dickinson.
No, that's too old too. Prairie quarterback.
Prairie quarterback.
He made a stop out east at the end of his career.
Okay, you got me.
He's a legend out in the east, or in the Prairies. Darian Durant.
Oh man,
this one's tough because Menard got him twice. The last one, Menard got him twice in 2014.
I gotta tell you a good Darian Durant story.
Menard got this guy twice in 2014. Played for a certain team in blue. He was a man there for a hot minute.
So it's a Winnipeg Blue Bomber.
Got me.
Or Toronto Argonaut. Who?
Drew Willie Peg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had his moment of fame.
Drew Willie.
So, do you know who that is?
No.
Do you know who well, big shout out to Ryan Lucas Johansson. They got a big tournament tomorrow. Supporting Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation. And they brought a whole bunch of people up from Nashville for this event, like some buddies and stuff. Chase Rice is one of the guys.
No way.
And I got to talk to Chase Rice the other night. Had a great time. We had a little post-party Sunday night after the game. Chase Rice played at North Carolina with Darian Durant.
Huh.
Chase Rice played linebacker at North Carolina. True story. So there you go. All right, before we get out of here, we got a couple more minutes with Lucky Whitehead. Lucky, what do you got planned for the rest of the bye?
I'm gonna try some new restaurants out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hiking.
Where?
No idea.
Spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of look up some places.
What type of food you like?
I'm a big seafood guy.
Yeah.
Steak, oysters. I'm gonna try a lot of oysters.
Have you got the Joe Fortes yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fortes is a spot.
Yeah,
Chewy's is pretty good. They used to be downtown, but now they only have the location out in by
Kits. Okay, yeah, I've been there.
Chewy's is good.
I love that. Yeah, I talked to Sook and he said, "Don't be afraid to text me this bye week." So he said we need a full day. So we're gonna have a full day sometime this week. So shout out to Sook.
And they got, by the way, they got a place upstairs. They've got great seafood.
Oh yeah, the Victor. I love that place.
Yeah. So there you go. So
and D6. I've been there too for oysters.
See, I got to explore this place. You got this place down.
The food is amazing.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, again, we're coming to you tonight from Parq Casino or BC Kitchen, and one of the great things that our host Sean showed us, there's like a door that you walk right out of, and you are literally in the stadium. So if you want to go to the next home game, Saturday, July 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Watermelon Smash.
Right off the top of my head, I can't believe I remembered that, seeing how I don't remember what I had for lunch. But yeah, if you want to come to the game, they got a whole big party here before the game, and you can come after the game, and parking basically, buy yourself some food, and parking's free, so it's a good deal. Well, Lucky, this has been fun tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me. Absolutely.
Enjoy your bye week. And Nick, great job tonight. It was nice to hear you, being able to talk instead of having that Baker guy hog the microphone.
Yeah, one thing about Matt Baker, he loves to talk.
Bakes takes, man.
He's good at it, though. He's fabulous at it.
Big thank you as well to Trevor Martins, our operator/engineer on site. That's a wrap for us tonight. Again, thank you so much for tuning us in. This has been BC Lions on Tap on AM 730 and the Lions Audio Network.